Well, you know we had to do it, right? Brother empowerment. It's been a long helping brothers to break through without breaking. With international viewership, that means that we are getting our message worldwide and nothing can stop us from showing our brothers and their family love. So you know we had to do it right. Come on now. Brother empowerment, we about to do it. Let's go. We love you guys. Come on,
let's go. My brother hit my phone, said, bro, let's go. We gotta build a home, we gotta build a throne, somewhere that we can roam. Let's get these brothers up to start to build each other up. It's time for us to level up in power. Yeah, we stepping up higher from the fire that ignited from the heavens up. Now it can't expire, cause my brother's always checking up. On me, put your blessings up. Homie, never letting up. On me said, call me if you need, and couldn't believe it. I finally found brothers that's healing, now I receive it, cause they invited me to breathe in all of the meaning of the true brotherly love. Just what I needed, man, it's such a vibe to build with brothers through the struggles. Man, it's such a high to have them help you through your troubles, make you feel alive. Cause as they raising your spirits, you start embracing your fearless. You can't deny that you're clearing all the demons from your heart, wishing it from the start. To any brother that wanna step in and be a part, cause it's easier to do it together than be apart. Hope to be the beacons of light that can shine in the dark.
Come on, let's go.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday.
Yeah, so it's Brother Empowerment Day.
Right. Look, I didn't even say if you know what it means.
Yeah, you didn't.
You didn't even let me do it.
I mean,
I had to swallow.
We're just going with it, man.
Right. So if you are new and you've never heard of Brother Empowerment, shame on you. Where have you been? But Brother Empowerment is a show designed to help our brothers and their families to break through without breaking. Now, this is not one of those bashing shows, but this is an opportunity for us to engage in a healthy dialogue and hope that something that is said will help not only our brothers, but their family and those that they're connected to. And we don't have any guests tonight. This is straight Brother Empowerment brothers on this show.
We got the couch, Brother Empowerment couch.
Yeah, we're chillaxing on this couch.
Word.
Me, Ian, Cordell, and his muscles.
Yo.
His angry muscles.
And his pinky toe just stepped on my pinky toe, about broke it.
No, my bad.
I'm gonna sue you.
You be working out to pinky toe too, bro?
No, man.
Green Giant.
Well, I don't skip leg day, so I mean, technically, I guess I do.
I skip leg day every leg day.
You know what? See, and your body's it's not gonna like you for that.
He said your body ain't gonna be proportioned. That's what he basically was about to say, bro.
That's true though.
People like you gonna be around here looking like a drumstick.
Champagne glass.
So, bros, how was y'all week? Who want to go first?
Ian, let you
go ahead, go first.
Yeah.
My week was good.
And tell the people who you are, because you're usually behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, I am
Right.
behind the scenes. Everybody, my name is Ian Parks. You want me to say future author? Can't tell the people.
Tell the people who you. Tell the people.
Future author, mentor, wellness coach, best uncle in the world, best brother in the world.
Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, all of the above. But I'm here. Hopefully, be on a lot more.
Yeah.
Right.
I just got to rearrange my schedule, but
Yeah.
I do miss everybody.
I'm glad you took that.
Yeah.
He's straight. Yeah, he ate it. But tell him about your organization.
Teens Have a Voice Too, which is a mentoring / career exposure / life skills nonprofit right here locally, Wake County. Want to expand and go throughout North Carolina because we just know how important it is for our future generation. So we're just gonna keep grinding, keep moving.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. But how was your week, bro?
Oh man, the week was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't complain at all. The week was good.
So who's next?
I guess it's me. The week so far, man, has been pretty good. Can't really. It's stuff is still expensive, I will say that. But
that is true.
Yeah, stuff is still expensive, but to get things under control. So it's actually been a pretty chill week, getting a lot of plans together, and just doing a lot of rearranging with stuff, finances in the house and stuff like that, and man, just getting ready for winter as much as I hate it. Wearing more jackets and coats and having to turn on the heat, that stuff.
I ain't turned my heat on yet.
I haven't either, but I know next week is probably gonna come on. Yeah. So, but anyway, my week has been cool and expensive, man. How about you, bro?
Well, look at the bright side, though. I mean, if you really think about it, you can wear your do-rags without sweating. That's a blessing.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, sometimes you gotta adjust your do-rag when you be sweating in the summer. You be like, let me lift this thing and move it.
I wear a satin cap these days, but yeah.
You say boo.
No, I bought another one, man. Because I got tired of you roasting me with that, so I bought another one.
So how was your week, bro? Because you can't tell my week because I'm gonna start telling y'all business.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, we hung out with Jay. My week has been all right, man. I think last time since I've been on, I graduated love advocacy training. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations for that. You and everyone
I'm
else.
a love advocate. Get out of my way. The week was kind of stressful. I'm not gonna lie, I was really stressed out this week because I was, working on this new track that's dropping on the 5th.
Yeah.
Waiting for the video, trying to make sure everything works out, and then at the end of the day, everything we had planned didn't work out anyway, but it was beautiful. I loved it. We shot part of the video last night. It was awesome. But yeah, turned out well. But I stayed stressed the whole week about it though.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, but look, now it's over.
Yeah. Now I'm good. That's why I'm that's
one more part.
Yeah, he got other parts to shoot. It ain't over.
Yeah, but the other parts is like easy, because it's only me. There's not a lot of people depending on people and all this other stuff. It's like,
well, I'm coming to eat just because.
Ooh, food sounds.
Come on. I don't. I'll send y'all the info.
You say I just need details.
Come on, let's go.
Word.
Well, you know what though, and I'm with you, bro, because my week has been every single emotion known to man I probably experienced this week. But it was a good thing because I got a lot of things going on. So I'm not planning anything for my birthday. But Mo came through. Mizghund.
Yeah.
Mizghund.
Good. Whatever his name is. Mosif Bartholomew came through. And he took some birthday shots. And I'm going to start releasing them Saturday. I'm going to release one photo up until my birthday. It's going to be 7 days of Jay. So I'm excited about that. On Sunday, we had the Love is a Parable Love Advocacy graduation.
Yo.
Well, we graduated 8 new people. And when I say this was probably our most diverse group, it was our most diverse group. I've learned so much from them. And I was excited. Despite everything that I was going through, that we were still able to push through and help change lives.
That's right.
Then I went to an amazing open mic with this guy, that guy.
Heard about that.
Mr. Iconic Bond, and he killed it. And so, guys, if y'all are not really following this guy, you don't want to be those individuals when he blow up. They'll be like, yeah, I know him. I've been following him. And like, no.
No, because my answer gonna be like, I don't know you.
I need my autographs now, man. So don't worry, Iconic. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get those later. Next time I see you, all the autographs.
I'm gonna say he don't know y'all. But no, you need to go check out his music, check out what he's doing. And then the one thing that I like about it that we don't talk about enough is the fact that you're not just rapping because it's your passion. You're not just doing music because you actually are great. You're doing it as a means to give back, and people are missing that part,
right? To
impact and empower the community. So that's like bananas. And then we had the video shoot on Wednesday, for his new release that I'm looking at as my birthday present because it's coming out on my birthday.
Word.
Yeah.
Remember the 5th of November.
Yo.
He's releasing that thing, and then let me see what else happened.
I got to get it. I got to sit in my car.
And then we also released an official statement. So just announcing that my wife and I are separating and eventually divorcing after 13 years. To answer the question, no, I don't hate her. No infidelity went on, none of those things. But it's just time for us to grow. We don't know if it's going to be permanent where we will never reconnect or we will. But what we are is embracing the process. So I went through every emotion because it was hard for me to accept that that was the crossroads that we were at that time. But at the same time, you have to embrace change and transitions.
Yeah.
I ended up teaching a workshop at Benedict College, and we were talking about it ended up being the workshop aligned with it ended up being making adjustments, recalibrating your energy. And the whole purpose was to teach students, like, when you feel like you're bogged down, how to transition, but also recharge yourself in the process. And so I found myself sitting here teaching the class for the curriculum I wrote, and I'm like, oh, it's talking to me. And one of the things that stood out to me is the fact that we talked to them about how change is external, things that you can't control, whereas transition is internal and psychological, is how we adapt to changes in our lives. So we can control the transition. So whatever happens in our lives, you got to trust. You got to trust that your purpose and your light will prevail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yes, you will have some good days. You will have, you know, some better days, and you will have some not so great days. But in between all of those days, the one thing that has to stay consistent is your commitment to your purpose and being you.
Yep. That's absolutely right, bro.
Yeah. So I'm embracing the process. So, bro, let's look and see who we got on.
We got Shantika.
Hey,
YouTube land.
Shantika.
What's up, Shantika?
Tika.
We got my Booski,
Booski!
aka She-Hulk, was in the building.
Hey, sis.
Yeah, I miss you. I ain't seen you in like forever.
Yeah, we
Where
haven't seen.
you
I haven't seen it since the cookout.
Yeah. Can you visit or something?
Nope. Yeah, we don't want to see y'all.
She say, "No, I got this ring. I'm preparing for this wedding. Get
Right.
y'all. I'm about to be Baby Hope, Mrs. Baby Hope."
We got the Beard, aka Ricky, in the building. What's going on, bro?
Hey, Rick.
We got E in the building. What's going on?
Hey,
E?
brother.
We got Miss Lenore from Lenore Pours in the building, who just wrapped up this season of Lenore Pours. The season finale was, I believe, was Tuesday.
Yep.
So yeah, I hopped on for a little bit. So congratulations on that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I was about to say congrats. So
He was good. Congratulations.
What's going on, Jay, man? The other Jay.
That's my cousin.
Cousin Jay.
We were, and that was another thing. I was on their podcast, and we just released that. Was it Wednesday or Tuesday?
Wednesday, I think.
Wednesday, Tuesday. I can't remember, but we released that. So y'all guys go check it out. It's on my page. It was dope to connect with my cousins. We became cousins. Found out we was cousins through 23andMe. 23andMe, 23andMe.
You should just do a commercial for him, bro. You be talking about him all the time.
You know who else should do a commercial for him?
You,
iconic. So you might be my cousin.
No,
Like
we brothers.
Six times removed.
do it, iconic, and then post your results here on the show.
Yeah.
No.
Do it. Do
No.
it.
We'll start a GoFundMe for your 21.
Right.
Nah, and I still want to do it. I'll take the money though.
He's something nasty. If Cordell laugh, y'all falling off the
Hey,
couch.
Ricky, man, for real?
The beard.
Yo. Oh, we got Thor, aka Devontae, in the house. What's up, man?
What's going on, Mr. Devontae Ragnarok? She talking about Harold trying to. You know what, Harold? You know what? You know Harold.
I turned the heat on last week. I'm not gonna lie.
Next week.
If I come over to your house and
Burn up.
and that heat is on,
It's actually cold. It's cold. It's still cold, man. It's too cold, bro.
it ain't cold in nobody's attic. The attic is the hottest part of the house.
It's cold as
You
hell.
probably got on shorts.
He's been doing good. I have not seen him in them dad shorts.
You got on shorts right now, iconic?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
He probably do.
Joggers. I got joggers on.
Okay.
Hey, Miss Chandra.
Hey, Chandra.
Let me see what she say. What did the love after?
Oh, that's a good question.
Ooh, go to Love is a Parable /Love Education, and you will see all of the great outcomes. Chandra, I sent it to you. I sent it to you with the objectives and all of that too.
See?
Hey, big sister.
Hey, what's going
Hey,
on,
Tara.
You got Jason in the building. What's going on, Jason, man?
He said,
Okay, he's
not used to. You ain't going nowhere. Where you going?
Oh goodness, I done lost it. Let me see. Tara said the maturity is out. I love y'all.
We love you too.
We love you too. Look,
Tara.
see, y'all don't know about Ian. I'm so glad Ian is the first person in brother empowerment history to shout himself out.
Yep, sure is.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that again.
He's like, I like to shout myself out.
And we were like, this is a first.
That's not a bad idea, Ian. I like that.
No, don't be like Ian.
Yeah, you can't copy.
That is coming to what y'all is therapy doing, the separation. We actually did therapy several years ago. If that's not a nosy question. Yeah, we did therapy several years ago. But she said that she is getting in therapy. The kids are in therapy. I have a therapist, but I also have a life coach and I have a spiritual leader. So yeah, we all getting balanced over here. I've been moving and working. I got over my sinuses, but I miss my bros. Say it with your presence.
Oh,
Actions speak louder than words.
See what 23 and me brought me a cousin-in-law and all. Let me see.
Bree?
I don't know. Another cousin that's coming soon. I guess manifesting your purpose.
I like this right here.
Our under of our purpose is the only thing that changes. And that's because we still don't know where we will eventually be based on his divine purpose for each of us. That's my yard, man. He better than y'all.
He's the best, hands down.
Tuesday. Yep, we released it Tuesday.
Yeah, yep.
See there?
I did say.
You said Wednesday.
I did. You're right.
I'm not scared of your muscles.
I'm not. I don't.
She said, thanks, Cordell.
Oh, you welcome.
Our understanding of this. Got it. I did Ancestry DNA and was very shocked. Did I do Ancestry? No, I didn't do Ancestry. My brother did the African one.
African Ancestry?
Yeah, he did African Ancestry one.
I want to do that.
That was a dope
That one is expensive as I don't know what, though.
It's real expensive now.
It is.
Well, 23andMe is not expensive, bro.
Bro, I'm still not gonna do it, expensive or not. I'm not giving them my DNA.
Do the African one.
They already have your DNA, sir.
They didn't do all that stuff on it though. You giving them permission to look up everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, it's very
I'm
important.
not giving them permission.
Well, you got to think with slavery, especially with slavery around the world, a lot of people weren't considered human for several years. So a lot of documents and a lot of stuff was lost. And so the only way that we can find out who we're connected to is by doing that. I mean, we talk about giving their blood, but if you really think about it, they was using us as experiments anyway. At least this time we can give consent.
We pay them to experiment on us now.
Huh?
I said we gonna pay them to experiment on us now instead.
No, give consent. It's only I give them my spit. That's fine. They got my spit.
Just spit on them.
That's all you do, spit in the tube, and be like, you can have that.
Yep, exactly.
You know what, Miss Chandra, you know what? I can't talk to you no more.
Wow.
I'm gonna block you until spring.
Her house a sauna. Woof.
Her house is comfortable. Okay, her house is comfortable.
Her house like
Thank
going
you,
to Vegas.
sis.
No,
Thank
that's
you,
the
sis.
houses you go in when you don't want to talk or laugh too long because you'll start sweating.
Drive-by visit.
I've been comfortable as hell. I ain't never leaving. That's what I like.
Smell like box.
Hey, Chanel.
Hey, Chanel. Hey, Soror.
Soror.
Hey, Elizabeth
Hey,
Parent.
Elizabeth.
No, you the best.
Yep.
We the best.
What's up, Rick, man?
What's up, Rick? You got warrants or
Yeah,
something?
he do. He does.
Don't worry about it, bro. That's why I'm not gonna pay nobody to look it up.
He changed his name and grew his hair long and everything.
Right. He talking about he got pharaohs in his lineage. He don't care.
You know what I mean?
Look, see, facts.
Yeah.
I don't know if my cousin said facts, but I just feel
He
like
was agreeing with me. He was agreeing with me.
That's what it was.
he was not agreeing with you. He was agreeing with his cousin because 23andMe brought us together.
Tell him, Jay. Tell him, Jay. Tell him you were agreeing with me.
I just wanted to know the truth behind where I came from. Can y'all guess Where you came from?
Southeast Asia.
That's what I was gonna say, bro. I swear, like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan.
Southeast Asia, and probably East Africa mixed together.
You know what you're gonna say?
For her, yeah.
Okay. 18.7. That's you.
You know what? Chill out.
Okay.
Chill out.
If information was lost due to slavery, lost transcripts, lack of tracking, how can it be regained? I'm going to be.
It's going to be a.
It's going to be a made up version of what they want. Now that no. It's more about where we coming from, because some people automatically assume that everybody is from the same area, and that's not necessarily true. It gives us a key to our past, which
it lets you know who raped your ancestors. That's what it lets you know.
You know, not for everybody, iconic, but thanks for going there.
First of all, 18.4% of me did not go through that experience.
How you figure?
Because they're European.
Oh, they were the ones that. They were the one. That's 18% is you was the one that was going around doing it.
I'm gonna use that. Listen, I'm waiting. I can be able to cash in that 18%.
Man, I'm still waiting to use it.
See, my cousin was agreeing with me.
I kind of knew he wasn't agreeing with him.
Look, let's get these quotes going. Y'all ready?
Yeah, sir. You want to read it, Ian, bro?
No, we should make him read it, because this his people.
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah, you.
How is this my people? Explain.
Once removed.
No. No. We could talk about that if you want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about it, but can we?
Yeah. All right. Never exalt people because they're your family. Never exalt people because they're your color. Exalt them because they're worthy. Farrakhan.
Lewis.
You wouldn't even say his name, man.
Lewis. So what are y'all thoughts? Look at Ed. This is petty brother empowerment. Welcome to petty brother empowerment.
Why is this petty? I'm just saying they're not the same.
We talking about the quote. I'm not talking about this removed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Never exalt people because they're your family.
He was mad.
Never exalt people because they're your color. Exalt them because they're worthy. I like this. I'm not mad. I agree with this. I mean, it's a good quote. It's a good quote that you should really. The way that I'm reading it is that you should not judge. I don't know if that's the right word, but perceive people based off of their actions and had nothing to do with their outside. You know, it's their character, it's their action. You know, stuff like that. That's how I'm.
Gotcha. Jason said, but if your past was lost, no real records were kept. Well, everybody wasn't lost though.
Yeah, and I would say that you know, we may have been told that things were lost and that, but I would say that for a lot of things, there are records somewhere. It may not be records entirely, it may be partials, but there are records somewhere. I mean, they're still discovering stuff from, you know, how many centuries ago in different places of the world, and some of the stuff was stolen, and people are giving it back, or you know, discovering it all over again after they took it. So.
Well, the biggest thing is, every African wasn't part of the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah,
and I think that sometimes we confuse Western history with world history, and it's not the same.
Right.
But they're doing it based off of DNA anyway. That's what I was going to say. They're doing it based off of DNA. So they're just looking at your DNA and seeing where the comparisons are. Wherever there's an equal, then they know that you was related to this person somehow.
Yeah.
And you won't even let me find out if I'm related to you. You selfish.
He said nope.
Chadwick Boseman on Breakfast Club explains him doing the African ancestry to ID your exact country and tribe which you belong to. Yeah, my brother did that. And the cool thing about that one is if you have the same parents, everybody don't have to do it.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you have different parents, you only do the one for the parent that is different. Like me and my brother got the same mama. So the mama side is going to be the same no matter who it is. So you just pay for the dad side. But if y'all are the same parent, just one person put it in and everybody will know
Mm-hmm.
what it is that they're connected to. Yeah, because that one I found out that we are related to, we come from the Fulani tribe.
Okay.
So that was pretty dope too. Let me see. Cameroon, Nigeria, Japan, Mali. Yep.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, they say about 80 to 95% of the current blacks in America came through Nigeria.
Okay.
Or from Nigeria.
Yeah. Really?
That makes sense. West Africa.
That's called keeping it. What we talking about, Jason?
Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about, Jason.
Now that's a fact. I'm going back up. Oh. Oh, he going to the continuation of that statement. Gotcha. The word worthy is tricky.
Yeah.
Right. I don't like that word.
I'm with you, Iconic. You aren't the nation.
Nobody said he was.
Ricky is on it tonight. Look at him. And look at him. Okay, let me see. They have been collecting genomes since the what's that word, y'all?
He might be talking about
Pro-Intel?
like
Pro-Intel?
Is it Coin Pro Tel or Coin Pro Intel? I believe it's called Coin Pro Intel. I'm not sure though. Yeah. I know he's talking about the
I know about genomes.
Yeah.
I just don't know this word.
Yeah.
And then looking for the Black Messiah. I interpret this quote to say respect folks because they are human, not because of their appearance. Come on.
Okay.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, but Farrakhan wasn't talking about respect.
I want to ask Lewis, who determines what worthy is? That's so subjective.
And that might be the point, you know.
Agree. That's the same as vote for him because he's Black. Currently having this debate as our two, say that word.
Mayoral
candidate is a Black guy versus a white guy, but they both suck.
Been there, done that.
And
my thoughts on the quote?
Yes.
I agree with what Ricky said about that worthy being so subjective, because I think everybody has their own personal perception on what worthy is going to mean to them. So I know for me, it will probably be action based.
And I guess I'm looking at it. It could be the way that I'm looking at how it's written. Never exalt people because of your family. Never exalt people because they're your color. Exalt them because they're worthy. So it's saying exalt them because they're worthy to be exalted. Period.
Yeah.
So I think that was like, I think what he's saying is that we make it subjective in how we exalt people when people should be worthy to be exalted based off of how he's saying it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, bro. And it takes me to conversation we've had on the show before, where it's saying that people inherently have value just because they're people and they're human, and way too often people base their value on what other people tell them, what other people show them, when really, you know, they should have value just because they are just a person. And I think that's what that puts me in the mind of. Yeah,
I was looking at it the same way Elizabeth was looking at it as well. Just reading it, and I think that's what a problem comes. We tend to exalt people that we think that are worthy of exalting when there is actually dopeness in everybody, and sometimes even there are people that I don't really care for, or people who have done me wrong, but I still find something to exalt in them when they do something well. I'd be like, oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
And I think that some people hold the applause for people based on how they feel, when really, no, man, give people their shine regardless. She said, I look at the quote as praise people because they earn it, not because you are related to them or they belong to the same color as you. Okay.
Yeah.
On to the next. Gonna take that one, bro.
Sorry, real quick. Can I just add one thing? I was looking it up. I just wanted to verify to that previous statement. So there's a saying by the Prophet Muhammad that we believe that he said there is no superiority of an Arab over a non-Arab, or a non-Arab over an Arab, or superiority of a white person over a black person or a black person over a white person except on the basis of piety and righteousness. So to me, this is kind of his way of summing that up in a different way, that you shouldn't really look at people, put one above the other based off of whether they're your family, whether they're blood, whether they are the same color as you, but is really looking at their heart, essentially, right? That they're pious and righteous.
Yeah, and that's what is piety?
A pious here. Let me look it up real quick because I don't want to. The quality of being religious or reverent.
Reverence.
Okay.
Exalt can also be a personal thing. It doesn't have to be a large scale, so you can determine what is worthy to you, I guess. But this quote doesn't work in the inverse. I think it depends, because I think because of the type of person it is, we've already cast judgment before we even going to look at it objectively. So yes, it's coming from a subjective place. So all we will see is subjectivity.
Right.
That's what I meant by keeping it real. There's a baseline for morality and humanity. Without the measure, the baseline of true humanity, there is no compass to be used. Okay, then.
Okay.
My yard man dropping knowledge. I think people feel entitled because they are the same color or related to you. For example, how many people want discounts at Black-owned businesses?
I'll turn that around though, because, and I'm not saying for Black-owned businesses, but like for businesses that I visit to, that are some of them. I'm not overgeneralizing, but some Arab businesses, for example, if they realize that I'm Arab, they'll feel like they have to slack on, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll feel like they don't have to give it 100% too. So it goes both ways though, right? Like, oh, he's family, we don't have to give him, like, you know what I'm saying? Treat him like a normal customer.
I actually see both sides, because you'll be amazed how many people, like, for instance, and, we're grateful for anything that people give us. Like, somebody would donate to us, say, for instance, $2,000, but they would donate to our white counterparts who are doing less and not even reporting. They'll do 5 or 10,000 to them.
Right.
And it does happen quite often. And you'll be surprised how many times we get people to say to us, talking about, oh, y'all a real organization. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah. What did you expect?
Right. So it happens a lot. And we're in this field that are helping people remove that value. But there are a lot of people who are so skewed in their perception, even when they think that they're doing something good, it is still kind of, it's skewed. It's like, it's messed up all the way around. And I know I experienced that a lot. Yes, Iconic. I do see that as well. Okay, let's go to the next one. Because Lewis got people upset. We're going to move you. Okay, take that one in.
All right. You don't make progress by standing on the sidelines, whimpering and complaining. You make progress by implementing ideas.
Ooh.
Shirley Chisholm.
Do y'all know who Shirley Chisholm is? I'm about to say
heard the name,
Shirley
but
political figure.
First Black woman to run for president.
Okay.
So this quote puts me in the mindset of, I believe we talked about it on the last show, about life not being a spectator sport. About it being action, and really just taking the steps towards what you want and getting out of your comfort zone. This to me says the same thing, but in just different words. And progress, and I definitely like the last part of it. You make progress by implementing ideas, because progress is really just about moving forward. And failure is a part, or what people perceive as failure, or as Jay's opportunities for learning. They, those things are part of the progression path as well. Because if you learn about what not to do, what works and what doesn't work, that's still progression. So I really love the last part of that quote. Implementing ideas, you have to find out what's going to work to get you where you want to go, or where you want to be, or whatnot. So yeah,
I agree.
And also think about people who come up with ideas and just they don't take no action on them.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like that. Like fear just creeps in, and they have the dopest ideas in the world, but they never put any action behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Not a risk taker.
I thought about a song by Iconic actually.
What song?
Mm.
Sidelines.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, so I was actually gonna say that. I don't like that she used the word sidelines there, because sidelines can be a very important place to be in to move forward.
Yeah.
And the reason I would say that is because a lot of people are crowding one lane.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to go on the sidelines to move past them.
Right.
But and that's the only reason I don't like that she used that, just because, you know, I have a song called Sidelines where I'm talking about being on the sidelines and why I like being on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say, just to add on to what you, brother, said, consumerism for some reason comes to mind when I read this, right? Like either people consume or they create.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people literally right now, there's a not majority, but there's a lot of people right now who are literally just consuming and consuming and consuming. They're not doing anything else but consuming. There's no progress made in their life. They're just consuming everything everybody else is doing.
Right.
Mm.
That's true.
Well, I think that this actually proves your point, because you said you got to get on the sideline to kind of keep moving. So
Right.
you're talking about moving forward. She's talking about standing.
Right.
So this is more of people who take a position to not be in the thick of it, but they just standing to keep a view of it.
Just watching. Yeah, they're just watching.
And this reminds me of the shoulda, coulda, woulda people. Why they do that? Or you know what you should have did? You should have did it like this. This is what this reminds me of. And it was like, see, I knew he was going to fail. I knew he was going to do this. I knew he was going to do that. Because there are some people who do take positions to keep a view on everything to ensure that it'll fail. One thing that my mama said, that there are 3 people that show up at your wedding. She said this on our wedding day. She said, there are those who are sent to congratulate. There are those who came to just participate. And then there are those who are there because they couldn't believe it would happen or don't believe that it will happen. And so a lot of times, the people standing on the sidelines are sitting there because they can't believe that it'll happen. They don't believe that it'll take place. They don't want any progress. So they want to be the first ones to send message as soon as failure falls upon you. Standing on the sidelines, not trying to move to go help move people forward, like in your thing, like, oh, well, since I'm all in the road, let me take the sidewalk to get on over to where I need to go. No, these individuals are literally just standing there to keep an eye on your failure and your demise.
Yeah.
Let's go up. Oh, we're going to miss some people. Let me see.
Yeah,
so this is personal. I think you also make progress by holding people accountable. Yeah, the only thing about that is you can't hold anybody accountable. Accountability is solely an ownership thing. You can make them responsible because responsibility deals with duties. But as far as being accountable, that's a personal decision of that individual to be accountable for their actions. That's why people argue about it all the time, because they don't want to take ownership of something that don't belong to the other person.
Yeah.
Do business with whomever, regardless of race, obviously help build their business. We don't work together and help one another.
That's very true.
I need to help you turn that heat off. Don't you be trying to turn that heat on down there.
Oh, man.
Took me a while to realize failure was an opportunity to learn and do better.
Hey, Rick, you're not alone in that club, Rick. You're not alone in that club.
Come on.
Failure is amazing. Failure is amazing.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know if all this gonna show up. Did all this show up? Let me.
It did. It did. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Read that one. That's a lot of words.
I got you. At which point do we realize that we were all created under the same image? Our image today is being driven by a history of immorality and injustices across many borders. The real enemy is the devil. We should all work against the images being portrayed by the ultimate liar and deceiver. Once we learn to understand that it's about race, color, creed, or origin, we are all fighting the same opponent, the deception of perception. Perception is reality. to that person though.
Well,
That's deep though.
Yeah.
being that reality is mimicking actuality, I mean, that's a distortion as well.
Well, I think it goes down to the things too. Like, we can't. Let's see the best way to say this. We can't blame the devil and defend the devil at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that a lot of times we don't want to expose the devils that are in our culture, in our society, in order to eradicate it. We'll just say, oh, it's the devil. But then when there are devil-like behaviors, we don't say that's demonic or that's that. And the one thing that always perplexed me about devil is it kind of goes along with the same thing. You're not born evil. You learn to become evil.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so funny that devil backwards is lived. So it seemed like the more that we live, we find new ways to demonize certain things versus trying to find and expose light in every situation. So I do think that we have to get to a place where, yes, we can have a conversation, but before we accuse the devil, we need to identify the devil and a lot of the stuff that is happening, because it happens quite a lot. We'll blame them, but then we won't expose when the devil shows up, in our family, on our job, in our community, in our network. The list goes on where there are these devil-like beings, that are sent to stand on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jay, I just want to add something to that too, at least from a Muslim perspective. Like, we don't believe that the devil only has one power, and that is to whisper.
Mm-hmm.
What he does is he puts ideas in your heart and your mind. You make the decision to act on those things. And to your point, Jay, we tend to blame the devil, but not the person that's putting the action forth.
Yeah.
Like, you the one that took the step to do this. We can't keep blaming the devil when we have the ability to choose not to follow that path.
Yeah, and I will agree with you. That's the same with all the Abrahamic faiths, actually, that the devil can't do anything without our permission, and we give permission because we don't hold things at arrest. Like, we don't arrest those negative thoughts. We don't arrest those things that are separating us, but we will allow the separation to take place and then blame the devil for the separation, not realizing that, hey, I operated as the devil in that moment. Mm-hmm. So I agree 10,000%. Yes, iconic. We live in a consumer-oriented society. 80% consume and 20% do the work. Ooh. We are. Yeah. See, you should have been on the show.
Word.
Right? Why hasn't he hopped in yet?
Sideline is important. You can't see the picture if you're in it. True?
Yeah. I agree.
It is true.
Yeah.
But how long are you gonna stand there though?
Yeah.
Like, are you
can't keep watching?
Right.
Yeah.
Are you taking a picture to strategize, or are you taking a position to just sit there and watch?
Yeah.
And not help progression? So it's all about what we're trying to do. There is enough pie for everyone. I want the whole pie.
Right.
I want the whole pie. Because you can't trust people. Because some people be talking about have you seen people at potlucks be trying to cut? Like, no, don't cut out this pie. Give me my own pie. But I get what you're saying, though. I was just being funny, bro. The coaches are always on the sidelines.
Oh.
It's an important place.
Well, coaches are on the sidelines for progression purposes.
Controlling. They're the ones making the plays.
And the coaches actually move up and down the sidelines.
Exactly.
They don't just stand there.
Exactly.
That's a good point, though. I like that point, Ricky. That's a good point. I never thought
Ricky on his side. Look at him.
I mean, he's usually going in on me, so.
Right, I know.
Exactly.
Right, so you better take up for Ricky. A lot of people want to compete in business, but the best want to dominate the business.
That's an interesting point.
That's real good.
Yeah,
Stand on the sidelines, get you nowhere. The funny thing is, you got to hear Harold's voice.
Yeah.
So I'm actually hearing his voice say all of this. So it's real funny.
Standing still on the sidelines, I agree, don't get you anywhere.
Sometimes the people on the sidelines are your cheerleaders. everyone can't run the race, so they become cheerleaders. And you know what? This is a good example of Jason's thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we will make excuses for devil-like behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll try to see the benefit of it, but you know if somebody is standing there holding up progress, and you know if somebody is part of the progress.
Right.
And so we have to make sure that we do our due diligence to not just allow people who are not truly helping, who are truly causing division, who are truly trying to hold people back, who truly don't have any goodwill. It's our collective responsibility to say, we don't do that here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's what happens a lot of time, that goes back to Jason's point about, like, this is how the devil runs rapid. Because we start to excuse certain behaviors if we can see a certain perspective and saying, no, this person, regardless of what they're doing, I don't care if they're on the sideline, I don't even care if they're in the race, because they could be in the race tripping up people.
Mm-hmm.
If it is a person that is truly hurting people, that's the part that we need to focus on and say, y'all need to move.
Yeah.
In my Luda voice, move.
Get out the way.
Accountability is the hardest thing these days. Jason's comment made me think of a meme I saw where it said, if you put red and black ants in a jar, they're fine. But if you shake the bottle, they start to fight. We need to fight who shook the jar, not each other.
Yeah.
That's my
I love that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chanel. I love it.
Yep.
Who shook my
I want
bottle?
that meme. Can you send me that meme, sis? I want that meme.
Yeah. Let me see. Jason said perception is your own personal ideology. Believe it or not, you do control your perception. We believe it.
You do. Yeah. But it becomes your reality, however you perceive things.
Right. Sidelines, I mean, by not doing anything and blaming others. I got you, bro.
That's what we mean too.
Cheerleaders and coaches are motivators, and I agree with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Word up, Iconic.
Mm-hmm.
You can't blame the devil all the time, just like faith without works is dead. Harold is on it. I mean, the business world, Jay.
You said you let us
He
know
ready,
when.
bro.
Harold, you
He's
let us
ready.
know when, man. You let us know when.
I love Harold.
We
man.
hear Harold Thursday at the same time.
I love
every
this kind of
Thursday.
talk. Look.
Thank you, sis.
Okay. Who we got? Iconic, I'm down for next week.
I feel like he said that like 5 months
Man,
ago.
we're gonna have 8 people on the show next week.
Well, next Thursday, my cousin's coming on. So
Mm.
the webs will be on.
Everybody gonna be here.
It's going to be a family reunion for real. Okay. Oh, goodness, man. That joke is funny to me. What time is it? Okay.
One more quote. One more.
We got time. We got time. Let me see. I don't know what that one say. Read it, somebody.
The capacity for friendship is God's way of apologizing for our families. Internet. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher his name. I love that, yo. I love that. Oh. The only thing
I know I gave you a mess up family. Here you go. I'm sorry.
Who is this guy? Who is this dude?
Yo, I'll
Jay
just say
McKinney.
that, though, not only is that hilarious, but I will say that that would have meant a different thing to me years ago. But since meeting Jay, and that's a double meaning, to meeting him, he changed my life. But also, he taught me that friends are nothing but the family that you choose. So it's all, I don't even look at friend as the same word anymore. I kind of really adopted Jay's way of looking at things. Either you're family or you aren't. You know, like this is how I look at things now. Friends are the family you choose, you know, because you can't choose who you are related to by blood. Yeah. But this is hilarious though. This is funny.
Okay, I kind of read that one.
I got you, but the devil holds your hand and guides you towards bad decision. God gave us the ability to make our decisions in a self-driven manner. It's up to you to take a personal stance. What is leading your decision and choice? Is it our innate behavior to be evil, or is it to be forward moving? My personal opinion is that we're all inherently evil, but when you have God / Allah. You have a friend, and that friend is you. Now choose wisely with whom you choose to lean towards. So in response, Jason, I think this is where maybe we differ as far as our from a religious perspective. We don't believe that the devil is holding your hand. We only believe that the devil is whispering to you. And we because we have this story that that when God told the devil that basically he'd go into hell for eternity, he begged God for a chance, and he was like, I will take as many of my people with me to hell. He was like, I will turn them. But the only power that he has is to whisper in your ear. He's given you suggestion. That's it. Just suggestions. That's what we believe as Muslims. I'm not saying that your belief is wrong or anything. I'm just saying that's where maybe there's a slight, but that's why God is going to judge us based off of our own actions. He's not going to blame the devil. He's going to blame you for listening to the devil. That's like me coming to you and being like, bro, I really think we should go and like rob this store. And just leave it like that. I'm not going to force you to do it. I'm just going to suggest that you do it. You still have the ability, free will, to make that decision.
And I actually agree with you, brother. And I'm not Muslim. I don't believe that we're inherently evil either. I believe that because if I believe that we're inherently evil, then I don't believe that we came from the Most High.
Right.
Because I believe that we came from the Most High, so therefore we are inherently good, we are inherently pure, we are inherently light. And I think as we live, we learn evil.
Yeah,
we're organically light. So, and I think that what ends up happening, I'm probably getting a little too deep, but when we talk about light, the original light is not illumination. The original light literally means guide and instruction. That's actually where Torah comes from. So when you lose your light, you lost your instruction, you lost your path, you lost your way, and you give over into those things that bring darkness unto you. But I don't think that we are inherently evil. I think evil is something we learn to be, whether by choice or whether by some type of programming or social constructs, if you will.
Yeah. And I think just to add to that, I think maybe Jason's also, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jason, but I hear a lot about like original sin, right? Like that Adam, that's why people believe that we're born evil because of this original sin that Adam committed. But it's when I hear that, at least from a Muslim perspective, we actually believe that everybody is born Muslim. Muslim meaning a servant of God. That everybody is born, actually, just like Jay said, is people are born pure-hearted. They're not born evil. It's the situation, society, the whisperings of everybody around you that end up changing your heart over time. And I think when you act on those evil suggestions, slowly but surely, your heart is going to change. That's going to be the norm. That's going to be the baseline eventually. So the more that you strengthen your faith to stay on the good, on the light and not the dark, your heart is going to stay light. Sorry, I'm going to add one more thing. We also believe that every time somebody commits a sin, that a black speck is put on their heart. And the more and more that they do that, God's light is not going to be able to reach you if you keep doing that. Your heart is going to end up just being completely black, completely dark, completely blocked from all light.
So it's like smoking cigarettes.
It is.
Gotcha. Well, Nikki said yes, yes. I don't know what she's saying yes, yes to. Look at this.
His own segment. Oh, man.
What's going on, brother? That's Esco.
Oh, what's going on? Bro?
First of all, I got to check on you later, so we'll talk about that. You always got to invite. Chanel say society make us evil. My cousin Jay say word. I believe that, Iconic. I definitely agree. You have the choice to accept that whisper.
Yep.
Ricky say born a sinner and born evil are two different concepts.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Jason, we was going to have you on here.
So explain that though. How Cordell, you said you agree. How are those two different things?
Well, I look at it as, I was just looking at it from a standpoint of is a sinner an evil person, or is a sinner just someone who's doing things that goes against a set of beliefs?
A sinner in according to scripture means to deviate from the law, deviate from instruction,
right?
Deviate from the law.
Yeah.
Evil means to operate in darkness.
Right. So I don't think a sinner and an evil person are not the same thing to me. That's why I think that's where I was going. That's why I agree with what you said.
I understand now. Okay. Gotcha. To us being on the show. Yes.
Yo, next week is gonna be crowded, but I love it though.
Harold said he ain't coming. He talking about he want his own segment. Did you not read that?
He gonna be here. He want his own segment still.
No, you don't know Harold.
Oh, okay, never mind. You're right. I don't know him that well.
He be like, I'll be on 11. The devil rules this system. God gave him the ability to run amok, to prove that his power will gravitate towards his love, but he believed he would make the right choices. Those that truly love him and have faith in him, based on our love for God and our direction towards the light that has been given to us. If you choose the other path, you've accepted the devil as the true ruler.
Or you just really just don't care about God. You don't really accept the devil. You just stop caring about the what the light told you to do.
Yeah. Well, the problem is the original light, that's the very first light written in scripture, was instruction.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're talking about towards the light, that means you're walking towards scripture. Walking away from the word. Either you're going to walk towards it or you're going to walk away from it. But just because you walk away from it, being lost doesn't mean that you are demonic.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because me and Ricky had this whole conversation about the prodigal son, which is the other part that people miss.
I mean, there are definitely devil worshipers. That's why I want to make sure. Right. There's people that choose. Yeah.
There are people who truly choose to worship the devil. Mm-hmm. And I think we label things that we don't understand as demonic when it is this ambiguous place where, because once a person is demonic, you also, of the devil, that's even worse than being demonic, because even a person who's demonic has redemption, but a person who truly becomes the devil does not.
Mm.
So being demonic, there's still an opportunity for redemption. Walking away from the word, there still is an opportunity for redemption. Mm-hmm. But when you truly become the devil and one with the devil, there's no redemption because you have chosen your path.
Mm.
Jay, can I add this one thing? While you were talking, it came to me. So Muslims believe that the first thing that turned the angel, what was his name? I'm drawing a blank. But we believe that the devil was originally an angel who went against God's word at the time when he told all of the angels to bow down to Adam, the first creation, right? The first man creation. And the devil responded, he said, "Why should I bow down to him when I'm made of fire and he's made of clay?" So the very first, what was the intention or the motivation behind him doing that? His superiority. He had a superiority complex, which is funny to me because we see right now that there are people who feel superior to others, and that is the very first thing that at least for Muslims, that the devil did. He felt superior, and everything else came after.
Right. Well, because I think that's one of the things that we do have to contend with. A lot of times we confuse our gifts with blessings versus realizing using our gift is the true blessing. So we get so caught up in it, like, oh, I can sing. So you start saying that I'm a singer. You being a singer is not what makes you great. You using your ability to sing to serve others is what makes you great. But if a person becomes one who says, well, I'm the greatest singer, what has happened is you have allowed vanity to come into your heart. This is why Solomon talked about vanity of vanities. It's all vanity. Because once you get people to praise you, once you get people to do all of that, you literally are saying that you are the equivalent with God. And so you don't realize that you were esteemed. That's why you got a gift. But that gift was the blessing of that gift is to be used.
Yeah. Yep.
And we miss a lot of that when it happens, because when something happens, it's almost like, actually, me and Ricky talked about this. Man, me and you did too. Mm-hmm. We pray for so many things, but what happens when that prayer is answered?
Yep.
We don't know what to pray for.
Yeah.
And we miss the point of prayer is not to request things. The purpose of prayer is to communicate, because once you communicate, a transfer takes place where you develop a lifestyle to know how to maintain and to generate things that are in your life. Yeah. But what we look for is, we really want a genie. We don't want to believe in a being. We want to go rub a magic lamp and say, oh, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this. But we don't want someone to truly be the center of everything that we do, to truly be the light to guide us in everything we do, to truly be the instructions in how we should live our lives.
Didn't I tell you when we get on the show, the batteries get recharged? I told you that.
Shut up.
I told you that. And I be feeling the same way.
You guys are going down. Hold on. Let me go up first before I read that. Hey, Iconic, can you remove that blackness from you? Well, I feel like that's how he said it. Can you remove that?
I think he's talking about, in general, yes, we believe that, but it's very hard once your heart has become completely dark. It's not impossible, but
okay.
It gets harder and harder to accept the light if you're blocking it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah.
Shade room. Dope.
What's up, Charlie, man?
When you're born, you don't even have full consciousness. So how can you born a sinner? Yeah, I would say you're born into a world of sin, which is actually correct.
Yeah.
You guys are going down a slippery slope. I like this comment. You wait to your segment to tell us we're going down a slippery slope.
Right.
On purpose.
Stop caring about God is headed to
the devil. The devil.
Okay, gotcha. He's like, you're on the path, and he kind of put it all together. Archangel.
Oh, they're trying to figure out what angel.
So for us, I looked it up just to be sure. So for us, no, it's not Michael. Michael for us is he's not the one that turned into Lucifer. Lucifer, I guess his name in Arabic is Iblis. Iblis is the name of the angel that later became known as Shaitan, which is Arabic for Satan.
Satan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with Lucifer. Lucifer was his name before he became Satan or Shaitan, as I say in Hebrew. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but not Michael though. Michael for us he's a different angel.
He's a good angel. He's a guardian.
Yep.
Michael as God's right hand man angel, but he challenged God.
That's not what I believe, but
yeah,
that is Christian belief. Yep, she coming to it. The devil was originally an angel who questioned God's sovereignty or God's right to rule and be worshipped. We come
superior.
Mm-hmm.
Until we learn how to respect and learn everyone's culture, we should not say what someone believes is wrong. Christians are quick to say other religions are wrong and what they believe in is wrong. Yeah. I don't think nobody did it on the show.
No.
That's what I wanted to make sure, because I said that too. I hope nobody took it. I'm just saying this is what we believe might be different than what you believe.
No, you literally said, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Yeah. That's actually one of the things that actually at a young age, because my mom and most of my family are Christians, and that's one thing that actually turned me off from the church at a very young age was the whole like we're right and everyone else is wrong kind of thinking. And so especially after looking into diving into history books, because history is my favorite subject in school. I'm not good at remembering dates, but as far as the information about events, I'm good with that. But I like history. But
you don't know when they happen, but you know that they happen.
I mean, yeah, that exact date. But what was this day? I'm not going to tell you that day, but I can tell you what happened. You tell me what the event is called or whatever, and I'll tell you what happened. But yeah, that is, especially after looking at history and stuff like that, that's what turned me off really from the church at a very young age. And it took a long time, ironically enough, until I met Jay to get me to really turn back around.
Yeah, I think that's shared in all religions, by the way, Jay. I mean, not Jay, Cordell.
Yeah.
Not this. Oh, okay. Gotcha. He is the real deal. We can talk about a lot of things, but God created us to love one another the way we love him. There is zero purpose in life other than to find our path to God, find our way home, not to get distracted by this world, stay focused, love one another as we love ourselves, and we are an image of him. So love your brother the same way you love God. Much love, my brothers.
Word. That's what's up,
Full
Jason.
agreement.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jason.
That's what's up.
I don't
man.
love y'all. I'm sorry.
I really like the part where he said find our way home, because because I think I was just talking about this to somebody else in terms of like death. When somebody dies, we say there's this statement we say that we are from God and to him we shall return. So like
yeah.
Right.
I would say that. Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of like, in New Orleans, the culture there is they don't cry and all that stuff at funerals. They celebrate life. I don't know if it's in all parts of that area, but that's one of the things that I see. The culture, they like, no, we don't get sad and cry and all that stuff at funerals. They celebrate. It's a party of sorts.
A party.
They do. I mean, they really do. You can look up yourself.
New Orleans parties for anything, bro.
I mean, but talking for that particular instance, that's what I would want at my homecoming, as I'll say. Like, I want a party.
Well, I actually will add to that, because this is why I have kind of mixed feelings about when they talk about like black girl magic, black magic, and people even talk about the N-word.
Yeah.
Because what they don't know is that a lot of that came from when they used to travel and see that death was a celebratory thing. It was a continuation of life. It wasn't an end. That's why death literally means to separate, meaning I'm separating from this plane and I'm transitioning, I'm returning. And so that was a celebratory experience. Like, they looked at, if you died young, that means you accomplished your purpose early and you were fulfilled, so you were able to transition early. And so when people used to come and see that, mostly the colonizers who didn't understand that, they used to call them necros. That's where we get necromancy from. And they used to say those are the worshipers of the dead. And that's where the saying doing that old black magic came from. And because people don't understand that, we misquote and misuse words and we misrepresent words, and we don't even research. We'll take a surface answer for things and realize that that's the true origin of the N word. That's how necros came from necros. Because when they saw what they were doing, and based off of the color of their skin, it became a color that later became the word. So there are things that we don't know about, and we'll say stuff, but then look how it come full circle. We'll say black girl magic. But that was the very thing that we condemning in the beginning that we didn't understand. So that's why it's like certain things just kind of, rub me the wrong way, because we don't learn, and then we will pontificate all day long. And it's about stuff we don't know anything about.
Yeah.
But I do agree. Ricky said Jason the Deacon of Love is better.
He summed it up. He summed up the whole mission, bro. He summed it up.
Yes, Jay. It was a celebration. See?
Yeah.
Yep. That's my cousin. Positive Brother shout out.
Yeah.
Who going first?
I'll go first. I got you.
Iconic.
Yeah. I mean, last night was dope. So I have to shout out all of the brothers that gave their time, their energy. It was late. People that, Cordell, Jay, for the video last night. Obviously, I didn't pay nobody. So just the fact that I had brothers with me there that believed in what I was doing, and were there to support and be part of it. I just want to shout y'all out tonight, man. I have a brother who owns Anchor Auto, who allowed us to use his vehicles. That was awesome. He didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I had another brother who owned Athens Moving Experts, allowed us to use his facility to shoot the video. Mo for shooting the video. All of y'all that were in the video, just I love y'all, and thank you for being there, and thank you for supporting and being a part of this greatness.
It was definitely dope, man. Got to sit in my first AMG 63.
Okay.
The true blessing, guys, y'all have seen how Cordell and Iconic was hopping in that Jeep.
Bro, what?
Bro, it was like 5 feet off the ground. All right.
Why must you choose violence on a celebratory night like tonight?
Yo, but you know what? He just jealous because he had to sit in the little car while we were in the big boy car.
I am jealous, and I was uncomfortable. If you want to know the full truth, because I didn't understand why y'all was hopping up there.
He was uncomfortable until he got in the back of the 7 Series. Then it was like, oh, this is different. Which
Yeah.
Right, but no, when I saw you grab that little handle,
you got reenacted, yo.
and swing that leg up there, I'm like, why y'all doing that to him? Put him in the sedan. And when you got in the sedan, you was a whole lot comfortable.
I was comfortable in another car.
Once you got in there, and you had them slipper shoes on.
Why are you doing this? Yo,
You know church shoes be sliding as soon as you get on that little rail, it go like this.
this supposed to be the blooper reel. And you got us on live air. Actually, this is
Positive brother shout out. This is not positive, Jay.
Exactly. This is not positive.
Somebody get Jay out.
It was
not
very
positive.
I laughed so hard. I was like, now why are we doing this? Why?
I appreciate that. It was dope.
Everybody who was over 5 feet was in the sedan.
You know what?
And everybody who was
Thank
5
y'all,
feet and under was in the Jeep, and I just didn't understand.
Mike is like 6'3". He was in the Jeep.
First of all,
that
he
dude
was
was tall.
right. I don't think he was in the Jeep. I think he was on top of it. You know, like
He was a tall dude. He was a tall dude.
and Iconic hopped out. The little driver hopped out. You hopped out. I'm like, what is this? Oh, that's
Don't tell him what the video. Don't tell him any more information about the video, Jay. Come
All
on.
I said, you hopped out. A
They don't
Jeep.
need to be knowing when we're hopping out.
When they see you hop out, they gonna know.
We don't.
I almost fell out. I'm not gonna lie. That jump was kind of high for me.
You'd have kept falling for a long time too, because that thing was way up there.
I loved it, yo.
You know how to be falling in slow motion.
Yep. I was like, I want one of these.
Okay, Ian, your turn.
All right. I can't wait to see the video though. But as you guys know, I always got to shout out myself. Got to give myself my flowers. So shout myself out, Mr. Ian Parks, Mr. Teens Have a Voice too.
This how the devil came right here.
Whispering.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You know why I gotta shout you out, God? I'm Ian.
Always.
Oh, I got shout me, but guys already in me though. Guys already in me.
That's what he told him.
It's-
Upgrade again.
this positive brother shout out then went complete opposite way.
The devil's always on the right side, y'all.
Jay
Remember
taking
that.
violence. Jay
The right
taking
side.
violence. But Iconic, shout out to you and everything you got going on.
Thank
Glad
you,
to
bro.
meet you virtually, brother. Shout out to definitely Jay and CG, Kerwin, Ricky, everybody who was on the chat, Jason, Harold, Jay, everybody, man. Appreciate y'all and the support, and we're gonna keep growing this thing out.
We love you.
Yeah, man.
We love you, bro.
Yeah, we do love you, man, for real. Man, to not say anything anybody else said. So, man, shout out to all of y'all for real. Shout out to all of y'all. Thanks for inviting us to be on the video shoot, man. I know I joke about being in one of my dream cars, but that literally is one of my dream cars. So it was amazing to really just experience that and really just also be in a video shoot for your single and support you at the same time. There's a bunch of things that I got to do at the same time, like I said last night when we talked via the text. So, but yeah, definitely shout out, like Ian said, all the brothers that are on the live with us, Ricky, Jason, Harold, all you guys. Definitely shout out Jay, just because even during the transitions that we go through individually, it seems like we go through them together at the same time. So it's like we are progressing and transitioning to so many different stages of life, and it just keeps getting better. Even through the hardships that we go through, things just keep getting better. So I just want to say a shout out to my man, because, bro, I say it all the time. I literally don't know what I'd be doing, where I would be if I hadn't met you. You know what I'm saying? And I want to also shout out brothers who don't let, I guess, things get in the way of them being brothers, whether it be disagreements or things that happen that could have been handled better. There are so many things that we let get in the way of us being connected and being together and being strong as a unit. We let so many petty things, and even things that are serious, we let things that could be solved with coming together and talking and communicating, let those things get in the way of us being connected. And I want to shout out everybody who doesn't do that, who has the conversation or gives that hug or really just, says those things like, hey, man, this doesn't need to be going on between us. Because that takes a lot. That is real strength. And that's putting your ego and yourself aside and saying us being together and being connected and progressing through this is more important than me holding a grudge or anything like that. So I want to shout out to brothers like that, man, because those brothers are true brothers. And there needs to be more of y'all. So, yeah.
Just go, Jay. Stop.
Yo.
Stop. I'm surprised Ricky ain't say nothing.
He said something.
I'm looking. Ricky, how long was that?
Ricky ain't say nothing.
He too busy.
Let me tell you this: when my brother clapped them hands and shake them locks,
come on, man.
He be on. No, you be in it. He was like, it was hitting them ears. I was like, no, I was gonna let you have it. I was about to just end the show, but no, bros, I really do thank you. And what I was really looking for is this. I don't know who found it, but I'm gonna try to take credit for it. But this,
I think it was you, bro.
I don't know when I found it, but no truer statement right now, because for so many years, and all of us have talked about this, because I was molested, I really never really hung around guys like that. Mm-hmm. The guys that were my friends up until 4 years ago, we were friends at least 20 and 30 years. It was only 4. Mm-hmm. And we didn't talk every day, but something about when you connect with your purpose, you do return. You return to who you organically are, and you connect to that. And I can truly say that Love is a Parable was that one thing that I knew without a shadow of a doubt was my purpose. Mm-hmm. And it keeps protecting me. Mm-hmm. I've had low days. I've wanted to give up, you know what I mean? Several times. But Love is a Parable, because of it being so connected to purpose, it just reached out and connected. And so I thank every last one of my brothers who have been there for me through every situation, every transition. And I thank you guys who have experienced Love is a Parable.
Yeah. And
I'm so excited about where we're about to go.
Yeah. Yep.
It's called a movement for a reason.
Yeah.
Because we are meant to move, and we're meant to make an impact, and nothing is going to stop that. Mm-hmm. We keep talking about you were created to be light. Light and darkness cannot coexist. So never be amazed or shocked to see when your light exposes darkness, even in those you treasure the most. No one is an exception to this rule, not even I. So connect with your purpose and continue to do that. And my brothers, man, I thank y'all. I love you guys. I don't know.
Love you too, Jay.
I don't know where I don't know how I would have made it through so much without you guys and Cordell. Like from the very beginning, you knew what you didn't know. You probably crazy, because how you gonna connect with somebody you don't even know what they're doing? I'm about to start this nonprofit. We're gonna give back. It's called Love is a Parable. Okay.
You said Leos are crazy.
Yeah, and you crazy, and I appreciate that. And like I met Ian. Me and Cordell met Ian at the same time at Terror Spot. Mm-hmm. And you connected with us too. You're an idiot. So it's like, I thank you guys
we'll
for
be idiots together.
Just some dummies.
Just idiots.
I thank every last one of you guys for just being there for me for so many times. People say that I've done things for them, but this is the first time in my life where so many of you have done so much for me by just being there.
We love you, bro.
I snot cried on Iconic. You know how you do that?
For real?
I snot cried.
Oh man.
And that was a good old. I had to go lay down, because you know them good cries, you gotta go lay down.
Sleep.
I had to go lay. I'm still sleeping from that crying. That was Tuesday, and I'm still sleeping.
You still recovering,
right? So, but I never had that before, and I just kept on crying and went to sleep. Yeah.
Trying to catch your breath.
So I thank you for everything. Thank you for being a shoulder. Once again, a little shoulder. Y'all little shoulders be coming in handy though. Yeah. I had to bend all the way over like this and lean on this shoulder, but it's still.
Man, come on, bro.
But listen, guys.
Cordell got some big shoulders.
It's still down there.
Yo, cut this joint off.
That's the same thing happened when I did Iconic. So I was like,
if I could throw this at you through the...
Yo, about to choke.
Yo.
Turn it off. So we're done.
No, you don't want to turn it off when he was roasting me. Nah, you didn't. Nah, keep it on.
Cut with your short jokes.
We got Harold's segment next. No, stay tuned.
And you know when you be crying too, you can't hardly breathe. Yeah. And then my neck said, like. But anybody who's watching, man, this love that we have for one another is real. And if you feel that nobody in this world care about you, or you just met 4 people who truly do, connect with us at loveisaparable.com. If you feel compelled, you can even donate at loveisaparable.com. And we will see you guys next week.
It's going to be crowded.
Come on.
Because as they raise in your spirits, you start embracing your fearless. You can't deny that you're clearing all the demons from your heart. Wishing it from the start. To any brother that want to step in and be a part. Because it's easier to do it together than be apart. Hope to be the beacons of light that can shine in the dark.
Come on, let's go.